If you want to include fruit in your diet, your best bet today is to go to your local store to buy some. The selection is huge these days as fruit is imported from around the world. And yet so many types of fruit grow well in our North American climate. So why is it that most of the peaches, apricots, plums, apples, and pears that we buy come from thousands of miles away?
My name is Todd Irvin. I'm an arborist. I work for LEAF, Local Enhancement and Appreciation of Forests. Thank you all for coming. And we are taking a tour of the neighborhood, starting at a local orchard that's just been planted, a community orchard, which is one of the trees that we're standing here with, and then continuing through the neighborhood to look at where we can eat from these trees and who's eating from these trees, including animals and birds.
Less than a century ago, growing food locally was a given, part of everyday life. Today, LEAF holds walking tours to reintroduce us to the trees that feed us. The first stop on this walk is Ben Nobleman Park in Toronto. A small group of local residents, myself included, have been working for a year to transform our park into an urban orchard. So far, there's not much to see, just a few saplings in the ground, but for us, they are full of possibilities, a future of bountiful harvests of pears, cherries, and plums.
This is one of the first initiatives to actually plant trees in a park with the goal of harvesting the fruit. The fact that it's a community initiative means that the community is following this through from the beginning, has a relationship, and can watch these trees grow.
On the tour, I was invited to say a few words about our orchard.
Susan Clausen.
Hello, everybody. Hi. I was wandering around Vancouver one day and came across a little out-of-traffic island with 3 fruit trees on it and a sign that said Community Orchard. And I thought, what's that? I had no idea. And I did some research and I found out there are community orchards all across North America and in the United Kingdom. So hunt around for the little fruit trees. We've got 3 pear trees. My name is Susan Poisner, and together with a handful of committed local gardeners, we have fought to have our little orchard planted. And it's our commitment to take care of these trees, watering, pruning, weeding, mulching, and cleaning up the fallen fruit.
Watering our fruit trees. We don't have a water system yet, so we are the water system. So it's 5 buckets per tree when it's dry, except the cherry trees get a little less.
I have my favorite little runt tree that from the very first day it was planted, we were concerned about it. But it will always probably be the little runt of the litter. But the rest seem to be doing, when I walk through the park, I'm always looking to see how they're doing.
If you don't know, Councillor Mahevik was one who was instrumental behind the garden, as Susan said, and he was also instrumental behind Artscape, the Arts Barns, Wychwood Arts Barns, which is the home to LEAF.
We are an urban area, but that doesn't mean that we can't enjoy the fruits of our labor and the fruits of the earth. And an orchard, I think, is a great way of saying that we can plant trees here, we can enjoy the fruit, and also the whole second reason is it's a community builder. It brings people together. I've seen community gardens do that, and community orchards is, I think, the next step.
A partner in our orchard initiative is a group called Not Far From the Tree. They harvest fruit from residents' homes when they can't do it themselves, and divide up the produce between homeowners, volunteers, and social agencies like the food bank. Not Far From the Tree has over 400 volunteers, and in the past 2 years they've harvested over 10,000 pounds of locally grown fruit.
We've picked everything from service berries, mulberries, elderberries, sweet cherries, sour cherries, apricots, pears, apples, crab apples. I'm probably missing a few. There's so much fruit that can be grown, plums, that can be grown in the city.
They'll be in charge of our community orchard harvest, but that doesn't mean they're the only ones who will be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Someone stopped me in the street the other day, someone who went to school with my son. She said, when it gets fruit, can I just go by and pick a cherry? I said, yeah, of course. She said, great.
That's why it's called
So,
a community
The orchard. Yeah. No, you don't have to wait for proper people to pick it. If you want an apple, pick an apple.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's wonderful.
For us, our orchard is more than a collection of trees. It's a place for residents to work together and socialize together. When our not too attractive concrete tool shed was delivered by the city, it was also a chance to get creative. Do you guys think we have a lot of work ahead of us for Growing for Green in our group?
Well, some people call it work.
Yeah.
I call it pleasure.
You just enjoy being
there's-
outside,
I
you
mean,
know.
it just grows. The more you know, the more you want to know, the more lectures you get, the more people get interested. And
You need more people.
yeah,
that's
the more
the
the
beauty of
better.
it.
You know, we're all given this little plot of land to take care of. And if you know more, you take better care of it.
They're delicious.
Todd and Claudio are currently taking fruit away from the food bank where we'll be donating these.
For us, fruit trees enhance our urban forest, and they are truly the gift that keeps on giving. They'll feed us in our community, and they'll create a sense of community by giving us a project to work on together. Each year, we hope to have more fruit to feed our city, to give to the food bank, and to keep hunger at bay.